Yes, come on. Yes, come on. 3-1. You know what is crazy? We scored all 4 goals, bro. Liverpool did not do anything in that game. We scored all 4 goals today. Come on. Yes, come on. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1 match reaction. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm absolutely over the moon. We scored 3 goals. We scored their goal as well. We scored all 4 goals today. I was so my prediction was 3-2 for the game. I was actually too nice to Liverpool. I gave them 2 goals. They didn't score one today. We scored all 4 goals today. We scored more than 3. My prediction was 3-2, and what a performance, man. There's so much to talk about. I was absolutely disgusted at halftime after he gave away that goal. I was so disgusted because of how he had played so well. And then I was like, you can't give Liverpool such a goal, man. They'll come back in the second half and they'll score a goal against it. It will be game over. Well, they didn't. And the blow at the beginning of the game, not having Jesus, obviously, 1 week ago, we thought in this game we were going to have Jesus, we were going to have Partey and all those guys. We ended up not having any of them, not in the squad, not in the lineup totally. We had to go with players like Havertz. We had to go, Zinchenko at left back, although we usually want Tomiyasu in such a game. He was also not available. Now, Liverpool did not have some players as well, but we also did not have some players. There's a lot to talk about in that game. Now, I watched a lot of channels before the game, pundits and all that. And people are predicting, obviously 2-1. I have no problem with people predicting Liverpool to win 2-1, 3-2, 3. It's possible. It's very possible for Liverpool to beat us. They beat us a couple of weeks ago. But what really disappointed me and annoyed me was people are predicting Arsenal 1, Liverpool 4. I was like, 4-1, bro. If they beat us 4-1, we might as well just give away the title to Man, steal them, because we're definitely out of that. If they beat us 4-1 at our place, that is disgusting. We ended up proving ourselves today, and the last few games, the last few, let's say, weeks and months, we've been able to beat Man City at home. We've been able to beat Liverpool at home. We've been able to beat Man United at home. Last season, we were able to beat Liverpool. We were able to beat Tottenham away from home, able to beat Newcastle away from home. These kind of results today prove that they actually do want to win the title. Some people usually say these Arsenal players don't want to win the title. Arteta doesn't want to win the title. I definitely think they want to win the title. And that is why I'm like praying so hard as an Arsenal fan we can win something, especially for these players, the Sakas and Martinellis. I really want them to win something, man. They absolutely deserve it. That's a very good performance against a very good Liverpool side. I know the likes of Bradley, he was out because of a personal problem. I repeat, to his dad. No one wants anything like that to happen. Apologies to him, sorry to him. And he didn't play today. Obviously, he's been on good form. The Nunes did not start the game. Sabozlai missed out, but same for us. Partey did not play. Jesus did not play. I saw a lot of people before the game saying, "Oh my goodness, Jorginho is starting. Havertz is starting." Usually people don't like those players starting, but today, Jorginho, oh my God, man. Jorginho was absolutely amazing today. Absolutely amazing. You're going to cover all that. I am literally sweating. I am so happy. I'm sweating all over the place, man. I've never celebrated a goal like that, especially the third one from Trossard. Absolutely buzzing with that, man. So let me know what you guys made of the game. Let me know your man of the match as we go through the entire game. What a performance, man. What a performance. An absolutely incredible performance. And the goals as well. Another thing that people have been saying is that Arsenal forward players do not score. A day that Saka scored, Trossard has scored, and Martinelli has scored, it makes things feel even much better, man, than they already were, man. 2 points behind Liverpool. If they won that game, it would have been, obviously, we would have been 8 points behind them. Now, 8 points behind Liverpool, I said in the preview, I don't think we can catch up with that, because you need Man City to drop and you need Liverpool to drop, and we'll need to win all our games. We'll need to go to Man City and win that game as well. But now 2 points behind them. Even if we play fast next week, we can go ahead of them, even if it's for a couple of hours and all that. And Liverpool is a very good team. Remember this season, Liverpool, they've only lost 1 game to Tottenham, and that game as well, they got robbed. They shouldn't have lost any game by now this season. So this is the first convincing loss that Liverpool have had this season, and it's been inflicted by Arsenal. I'm absolutely buzzing. The reason I predicted 3-1, 3-2 for this game is because of how we played against them in the FA Cup and also in the Anfield game. Against Liverpool at Anfield, we scored, a goal, and then right away Jesus missed a chance. Saka went past the goalkeeper. Martinelli missed a chance. We could have been 3 goals up before Salah scored in that game. In the game in the FA Cup the other day, Havertz missed so many chances. Saka missed so many chances. Someone else who missed in that game. We could have been 3 goals up against Liverpool in that game as well. So I predicted Arsenal to score 3 goals in this game because of those games. I was like, surely we cannot miss those chances again. We are going to create those chances again, and this time you're going to take them. Now, we missed a couple, but he scored the most decisive ones, especially, like, for example, that Martinelli chance after Alisson and Van Dijk messed it up. A couple of weeks ago, maybe Martinelli misses that, but the confidence is higher now. Martinelli is scoring, Saka is scoring, Trossard is scoring every day now. Things are looking good, man. Let me know your man of the match was and what you made of the game as we go through the lineup. So this was Arsenal's lineup today. In terms of the defense, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White, you expect that. Nothing else you can do, and the goalkeeper as well. Nothing else that you can do in terms of that. Midfield-wise, though, I was so when I was doing the preview, I did not know what midfield you should go for, because I put Havertz in my team next to Rice and Odegaard. But I was like, I actually don't mind if Jorginho starts, because Jorginho in these big games, I think this is the one player that we've signed from Chelsea that have been like, yes, I know some people still don't like Jorginho. He made a mistake against Tottenham, for example, but these games against Sevilla away, against was it Lens, one of those games, against Sevilla at home, against Chelsea, all those games, the big games that we've played this season, Jorginho has been absolutely class with his passes as well and all that, not just defending. And because people usually say Jorginho gets when you run past him, it's very easy. But the way he's been playing, he's not picking up yellow cards, he's not fouling people all over the place. He's been incredible. So Jorginho's touching there actually gives Rice license to go forward. We also had Odegaard in the midfield as always. And then up front, we went with Martinelli, Saka, and Havertz. A lot of people complained about that as well. People wanted Trossard. Other people wanted Ketia. Other people wanted Smith Rowe to start and Martinelli to be up front. To be fair, for me, Havertz has not been the best signing. I know that. He's definitely not worth 65 million. But there's still a part of me that is like, let's just wait until the end of the season and see what he can do for us between now and the end of the season. It's not been a 65 million signing, that is for sure. But I know there's some people who've totally given up on Havertz and all that. But for me, I looked at that Liverpool game. I was like, yes, he missed a lot of chances. You're one of the reasons why he went out of the FA Cup. But you got yourself into good positions. And obviously, you also created a couple of chances for Saka in that particular game. Can you do the same? Can you give Van Dijk and those guys a hard time? Van Dijk did say by himself, players like Jesus and Havertz are the toughest to mark in the Premier League because of the strength, and he'll just like try and fight you and everything. Havertz missed a chance today, but the runs that he was making in behind and all that, I think he did well. So I actually don't mind that at all. On the bench, we obviously had Ramsdale, Kivio, Walter, Cedric, Elneny, Trossard, Smith, Nketiah, and Nelson. Liverpool went with this. Liverpool went with Gomez, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, and Alisson in goal. Jones, McAllister, and Gravenberch in midfield. Jota, Gakpo, and Diaz up front. And then on their bench, they had two goalkeepers, Adrian and Carlisle, Robertson, Konsa, Thiago, Elliott, Nunes, McConnell, and Clark. Thiago, this guy has been injured for like 4 years, and of course he returns against Arsenal. For some reason, he just comes back against Arsenal. Now, as I said, my prediction for the game was 3-2. I thought it was going to be an open game. You're going to get goals, and Liverpool are going to get goals. But one thing you have to do against Liverpool, and we've done it very well the last 2 seasons, is to start the game quickly. At Anfield, we scored within the first 4 minutes. Against them last season, Martinelli scored within 52 seconds or something. When you played them at Liverpool as well last season, Martinelli scored like in the first 5 minutes or something in that game. We've done that a lot recently playing Liverpool. We score very early on. So I wanted a quick start today. Just start the game quickly. If you score fast, Liverpool have to go for it and you're going to get more chances, more opportunities to create. Now, the start of the game was actually really good. Jota did have a chance the first 40 seconds, but after that, Jorginho was looking good. Declan Rice was looking good. Shout out to Jorginho, by the way. We're going to be talking a lot about him today. I really love this performance. Martinelli, oh my goodness. Did you see Martinelli's pace? He ran from this side to this side in like 5 seconds. That guy should try 100 meters. The way he just went past Konate and those guys. I think Saka should have done better with that. That would have been 1-0. I think Saka should definitely have done better with that. But I was inspired with that start because Martinelli was getting himself in the game. 2 months ago, we were complaining about Martinelli and Saka not getting themselves in the game. Today, I cannot complain. Even the last couple of weeks, I cannot complain. Martinelli has been really, really good. We are starting to see the best of Martinelli. And the goal was coming, and the goal finally came. This time, it wasn't 52 seconds or 4 minutes. It was 30 minutes. Yet another game where we scored early against Liverpool. Saka with a fantastic finish, but the build-up play from, I think, Raya to Zinchenko. I think Jorginho's involved with Declan Rice, and then the ball went to, was it Martinelli or someone? And then it fell to Odegaard somehow. Odegaard's, people usually complain about Odegaard taking too much time on the ball. He does sometimes. But recently, especially today, he was making the passes very quickly. And that is what you want to see, because you'd have easily have like settled on that ball and tried to look for a pass, and Havertz would have gone offside. He gave the ball to Havertz very, very quickly. Now, I was happy with the build-up play. I was really happy with Odegaard picking out the pass early. I was very happy with Havertz making that run. That was a very, very good run. What I was not happy about was the finish. You can still tell Havertz is a bit scared and he gets a one-on-one chances. But I was still ready to, give him the benefit of the doubt because he scored the goal. Saka basically helped Havertz in that situation and got the goal to make it 1-0. Fantastic goal, 1-0 to Arsenal. We had to work so hard for that goal. Basically, the rest of the first half, Liverpool did not create anything. Liverpool did not have a shot on target in the first half. And keep in mind, this is a Liverpool team that I think I've watched every single one of their games this year, like from January. I watched them against Fulham both times in the Carabao Cup. In the second half against Fulham in the first leg of the Carabao Cup, they dismantled them. They put 4 past Bournemouth. They put 4 past Chelsea the other day. They put 4 past Newcastle. It could have been 6 or 7 on that day as well. These are not easy teams, Newcastle, Bournemouth, these are teams that have been playing really well and they've been putting 4 goals past them. So I understand why they're predicting Arsenal 1, Liverpool 4 and all that. So to keep them out totally, absolutely amazing. We are the team that is number 1 in terms of XG considered, in terms of number last, basically. So we don't allow teams a lot of chances. We are number 1 in terms of that, of not allowing teams to create a lot of chances against us. Very good. In terms of controlling games, we are very good. Even in that game, in that first half, there's no time that I felt like, oh my goodness, Liverpool are going to score. Rice was in control, Jorginho was in control, Saliba and Gabriel are defending well, Ben White was having the best game in a while as well, Zinchenko was not making any errors, Havertz was getting involved, Odegaard, Saka, everyone in the game was getting involved. Odegaard also had a shot that was blocked, Havertz made the run, he got fouled with it, very, very good run as well. Gabriel defended very well, Ben White picked up a yellow card, Anthony Taylor was very card happy today, and then came the mistake. Now, another reason I was so mad that we gifted Liverpool that goal, did you see how much we had to work for our goal? Raya to Zinchenko to Jorginho, pass, through pass, all that in between Van Dijk and all those guys. And then we score a goal. And then we gift Liverpool the goal, man. Disgusting defending. Now, I blame everyone for that. Saliba, first of all, I think you need to clear the ball. If you're 20 seconds away from halftime, there's nothing as bad as conceding right before halftime. Just clear the ball. If your goalkeeper cannot get there, clear the ball. But I don't blame Saliba 100% for that. I actually don't blame him more than Raya. I actually blame Raya 60% for that goal, because Saliba was trying to shield the ball. You're supposed to come for it very, very quickly. You're supposed to come for it because he was trying to shield Diaz. The moment you let Diaz go past Saliba, that's a problem. Now, both of them are at fault. Raya should have come for the ball quicker, and Saliba also letting Diaz come around him that easily and not clearing the ball early. That's terrible. That's terrible defending. And Saliba has been very good this season. Raya has been very good the last couple of weeks. But in that instance, that was shocking. I was absolutely pissed off. I was like, how can you work so hard in that first half? Liverpool have not had a shot, and you give them that easily, the same way we did them against in the FA Cup. We missed so many chances, and then you give them a goal. And I was worried because I was like, Nunes is going to come on in the second half. Those guys, Robertson is going to come on in the second half, and they're going to create more chances. And imagine if you lost that game after making that mistake and they end up winning that game 2-1 after they've done nothing in that game. I was disgusted with that. But it was 1-1 at halftime. We basically had to have a team talk at halftime, come back in the second half and do what you guys were doing in the first half. Just, create more chances, defend well. Jorginho was playing well. Rice was playing well, handle the midfield, dominate the midfield and all that. I was happy with all the players continuing. I didn't want any sub at halftime. I was happy with it sticking the way it was. Kivio came on for Zinchenko. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not another injury, because the injuries are disgusting. The Tomiyasu injuries, the Partey injuries, the Jesus injuries, the Zinchenko's injuries. It's too much. They're getting injured too much, and you need them for this challenge in the Premier League and the Champions League. Odegaard also had a shot that was deflected in the first half. Konate picked up his first yellow card when he had that wrestling match with Havertz. Havertz did very well in terms of, trying to bully Konate as well, because Konate is a bully. Did you see his strength in that game? It's very not easy to bully him. So in that situation, I don't know if Trossard would have been able to hold back Konate if he was playing striker, but Havertz was able to do that, and he was able to get Konate on a yellow card. Actually, I've just remembered, Konate picked up a yellow card for fouling Havertz, and he picked up a red card for fouling Havertz. So, yeah, in terms of that, he did well. He did in terms of holding the ball up and all that. He did very, very well. Gabriel missed a couple of headers as well. We were trying to dominate the game in the second half. Liverpool had a 5 minutes in the second half where they were trying to score. Jones, McAllister. We were letting McAllister shoot the ball a lot of times today, but none of them really scared us that much. A couple of them were good, but we were able to keep them out as well. And then we dominated the game more. But they made a triple sub, and I was right when they did that because they brought in Robertson, Elliott, and Nunes for Gravenberch, Gakpo, and Trent. Now, in that situation, when he got to the 60th minute, I can't lie to you, I was very worried because the game is 1-1, and if you don't take your chances, we had not seen Jota until that point. Jota only scores against us. I was like, if these guys get one chance, Jota and Diaz, it's going to be heartbreak. It's going to be 2-1, and that would have been a terrible way to just go out of the title race like that after we've played so well in that first half. But it was them making the mistake. It was Alisson and Van Dijk, the best goalkeeper and the best defender in the world, making the mistake. They saw Martinelli and they panicked. Van Dijk saw Martinelli and he thought he saw Ronaldo, the old Ronaldo, Ronaldo phenomenon. He thought he saw Ronaldo. Van Dijk was absolutely scared of Martinelli. Same with Alisson. And Martinelli, absolutely fantastic game. Like, not even if you take away the goal, the way he was pushing, the runs he was making, could have had a couple of assists. That chance as well, like, it was not an easy chance. It was not a chance, actually. It was a ball that was just cleared, and Alisson could have just cleared it. Martinelli could have just stood there and let Alisson clear it, but he was pressurizing them, and it led to the mistake and to give us the goal to make it 2-1. Perfect timing, man. 67th minute. Now Liverpool have to open up the game. They have to go forward and try to score, and you have a chance to get a third. And we did exactly that. But not before we made our subs. Martinelli went off for Trossard. We are starting to see the best of Gabriel Martinelli, which is great because you have Champions League coming up as well. Jesus has been amazing in the Champions League. Same with Martinelli. We need them there for that competition. Trossard as well. Now, I know Trossard is very unlucky not to start. For sure, he's been very good, especially the last couple of weeks. And he's a very, very good player. But in this game against Liverpool, I wanted Martinelli to start because he always gives Liverpool a hard time. Maybe the only thing you could have argued is Trossard up front, but I did not have a problem with Havertz starting up front because I know that Konate and Van Dijk are bullies, and maybe they would have bullied Trossard a bit. I wanted Havertz there because I think Havertz, even though people don't like him and all that, I think he's a very those people usually say they want, like, dirty players, Roy Keanes and Vieiras and Diego Costas. Havertz has a little bit of that in him. We saw him against Newcastle that time where he made a tackle like that, and then he'll push you. He'll give you a hard time. He'll make you fight and make you pick up a red card. I think he has that feisty nature. I also saw him doing that at Chelsea, and he kept on fighting Dan Burn for Chelsea and all that. He has that grit of, just getting involved in battles, and I love that, and he was giving them a hard time in terms of that, so I did not have a problem with him starting in that game. I don't think he got any. Did he get any? Yeah, he got a clear-cut chance in the first half, which he missed, that fell on to Saka, and he scored the rebound. But other than that, I don't think he got any other chances. But in terms of midfield, you saw him. I don't think you watched that game and say Havertz was quiet. He was not quiet in that game. That's another thing people blame him for. Usually people say Havertz is quiet. You didn't see him. He was a ghost and all that. Today, definitely not. You saw him getting involved in tackles and all that. Saka got injured again. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. It's never a serious injury for Saka. Every time he goes out, he comes back the next game. Hopefully he's back for the next game. Nelson came in for him. I was happy for Nelson to come in the 70th minute. He usually doesn't even come on that early. He usually comes on very, very late. Havertz as well. He had another brilliant touch from a rare pass and cost Konate to get a red card. Kiwi as well. Very, very good header. Now it could have been 3-1 up in the 83rd minute. Odegaard, fantastic pass to Kivio. I wish it fell to someone else like a Gabriel or Havertz or someone, because I don't think Kivio even expected that chance, but it was a very good pass from Odegaard and good header from Kivio, I guess, but straight to the goalkeeper. And then Konate got a red card, and from that point on, I was like, now Liverpool are down to 10 men. Just make sure we don't bottle this, because if they score with 10 men, it'll be disaster. And we didn't. Trossard, what a move on the right side. I don't know who he left behind. I was just praying that he scored that goal. And he actually did, to make it 3-1. And I was going absolutely crazy when that third goal went in from Trossard, man. Absolutely fantastic finish. I think also it was another mistake from Alisson, but I don't care. And Arsenal win this game 3-1, the biggest game of our season. The 2-3 biggest games of our season. The one against Man City at home, we had to win that game. We won it without conceding. The game in the Champions League when we went to Sevilla after losing to Lens, we had to win that game. because we'd have been out. If we lost to that, it's Sevilla away from home, we went there and we put in a performance and we won. And this game today as well against Liverpool at home, a team that has basically not lost a game this season. They've not lost in 30-something games or something crazy like that. We scored 3 past them, and Liverpool did not score a goal today. We scored a goal for them. We scored all 4 goals today. Absolutely brilliant. And that is without Jesus. That is without Partey. Now, I know they're also missing players, but I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm here to talk about Arsenal. Missing Partey, missing Jesus as well. A player who's been basically, Jesus helped us beat Nottingham Forest the other day, and then missing him in this game. Martinelli went off, Saka went off. He had Nelson on the pitch, Havertz on the pitch, Kiwi on the pitch. Players who don't usually play every single time, or players that people don't trust a lot. But we were able to win the game 3-1. Now, the combination play from Everton up front, I'm so happy that Everton is getting goals. I still want a striker, but at this particular moment, since we have not gotten a striker, people keep on saying Nunes has scored more goals and this one and that doesn't really bother me. As long as if Saka scores today and Martinelli scores tomorrow and Trossard scores the next day, just keep on winning games. I don't care how we score goals. Score even if it's a penalty, if it's a corner, just score goals and keep on staying there with Man City and Liverpool until the end of the season. I'll be very, 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 very happy. I don't want us to drop off. And if you had gone 8 points behind Liverpool, it would have been hard, man. It would have been hard to recover that because we'd have had to win a lot of games in a row. Now, this is like the 4th time the last 2 years we're playing West Ham immediately after Liverpool. I think we did that this season. Last season as well, I think we played Liverpool, drew, and then played West Ham, drew. West Ham next. We have to win that game as well. And if you win that game, then if you look at the fixtures coming up, Burnley, Newcastle at home, we can put a run together. I was hoping we can win 5 games in a row this season, because last season we did it 3 times. We've not done it this season. We've won 3 in a row now. Man, can we go to Dubai every time? Since we went to Dubai, we don't lose games. We need to be going to Dubai more often. Every time we lose a game, go to Dubai. Even if you have another game the next day, just run very quickly to Dubai, then come back the next morning. We need to be going to Dubai more often. 3 wins in a row since then. Next up, we don't have a home game now for a long time. I think we're going to have Burnley away, West Ham away, I think FC Porto away. We're not going to be at the Emirates for a long time, but very, very good game to finish off the Emirates run. Very, very good game. Absolutely buzzing. So I'll break down the game. Well, let me see a few of your comments. There's a lot of comments today. Really appreciate it. Let's start at the top. RK says we are buzzing. Erimai says, wow, what a fantastic night. Brilliant, man. What a game it was, says Gift. Poor Millionaire says, I'm glad today we are rich millionaires, bro. Gift says, I'm right about Saka. Do you mean like the injury? We gave them a goal and they returned it back to us, says Wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom, bro. Come on, you Gunners. I love it very much. Happy says, but there's, I was like, when they made that mistake, I was like, thank God we gave them a goal and they gifted us a goal back. Fantastic. What a win. You definitely need this win, says Gift. Lookman says, lovely. Felix says, great results. Payne went straight to United, says Stanslers. Those guys are not our competition. I just watched them and I'm like, look at this guys competing for 10th. Back in contention, says Raymond. I don't think we were ever out. And people are saying as well that we were never in the title race. I'm like, what do you mean? We need a striker, says Urban. Today, well, no, not really. They didn't know what was on the way, says Gunners. We are back. Good evening, Anu. Nice game, says Musa. Let's see. Let's not hope the injuries won't cost us. Hopefully, man. Tomiyasu is back now. I'm really, really happy. I'm so happy, says Asiwaju. Matthew says we need a striker. Yes, yeah. But for now, we can't talk about a striker. That we'll talk about the end of the season. Right now, we can only talk about what we have. And yeah, Kiwi is what we have. Nketiah is what we have. Havertz is what we have. Trossard is what we have. Martinelli. Those are the players we're going to focus on right now, because I think it's kind of pointless to talk about the striker right now because the transfer window is closed. Let's just focus on what we have and let's hope all these players keep on putting these performances every week. All goals were great, but the 3rd goal was amazing, brilliant from Trossard on that left side, man. Brilliant work. And he has that in him. I'm so happy that we can actually choose between Martinelli and Trossard and all those guys. Smith Rowe can come on as well. I don't even know who the man of the match was. I'm going to put a poll of that. Poll for that, but let me know your man of the match. Was very, very hard to pick. Thanks for the good work. Thank you, Dadas. I'm really very excited to see the Gunners winning the game, says John. Happy Sunday. Everybody says tactical. I'm buzzing, bro. I'm absolutely buzzing. The middle of the pack was all Arsenal. Liverpool was out. Now, I saw someone at the beginning of the game saying, oh my goodness, Jorginho against McAllister and those guys is going to be bad. No, I actually trust Jorginho, I actually don't usually have a problem with Jorginho's stats. I feel like he has the experience and he usually controls the game, and he does. Like today, I didn't really see Jorginho making any mistake. He was putting in the tackles, used the passes that he was giving to Havertz and to Odegaard. Very good passes, like 4 or 5 times in that game as well. Very, very good performance from Jorginho. If only we didn't lose to West Ham and Fulham, we'd have been so far ahead, man. But let's focus on the future now, tactical. We can only focus on, we have West Ham next, another team that it feels like we play them every single week, but we have West Ham next again. They've really gotten the better of us the last 4 times or something crazy like that. Even this season, they've beaten us twice. That is another team I really want to revenge, man. West Ham. I think Arsenal may win this trophy if they keep on this kind of spirit. Hopefully, man. We just have to keep winning our games, and I'm hoping the other teams lose. Well done, says Alexander. I'm really happy today. First time, says Sam Buzzing, man. Hi, Ray. Long time. I know you're a Liverpool fan. Sorry, man. I have Gabriel in my defense. FPL got -1. I have Gabriel, Martinelli, and also Saka. So I know Gabriel has probably one goal and a yellow card, but I'm happy that Martinelli and Saka scored. Yes, says Mary. We are the Gunners. I think Kivio also did well when he came on. I wish he scored that header he ran in to take. Very good run. I usually look at things like that as well, not just if someone missed a chance. I know Havertz missed a chance in the first half. I know Kivio missed in the second half. But the run, I do love those runs that Havertz made in the first half and the one that Kivio made in the second half, because those defenders are not easy. Like going in behind Van Dijk and Konate and Trent and Robertson is not easy. He ran in to take. For the man of the match, I give it to super sub Trossard. London is going to be red, says Ray. This year will not agree for any big team. Gunners for life, says Star. A lot of comments. We scored 4 goals and donated 1 to Liverpool, says Charles. They're not going to be happy with that. I'm telling you, they're not going to be happy with that. They're already saying, Arteta is celebrating like we've won the league. They are so mad. They're so mad. But as DJ Khaled said, they don't believe in us. They didn't believe in us. God did. I'm really buzzing to win. Liverpool, says Zimba. Today we are sleeping happy, says Mike. Tell me about Gabriel Jesus. Good question, Emmanuel. This is what we have about Jesus. Unfortunately, he had a setback in training and he wasn't fit to play. It's something related to his knee, but I think it's a short-term thing. So I guess you're going to have a lot of this. I think you're going to be having Jesus play 5 games and then he misses 1 or 2 and then he comes again and plays. That's why I like. And then when he comes back, we usually play him a lot. I know why, because he's a very, very good player. But maybe sometimes you need to play him for 1 game and then the other one he doesn't start. Or you can have my knees. I'm not using my knees. You can take my knees, Jesus. You can have mine because it's a very, very good player, man. So it's not a long thing. He's going to be back against West Ham next week, which is great news. But again, he's going to play 3 or 4 more games and then probably he's going to be out. And it's the same knee as well. So it's I think it's been injured 4 times this season. Same knee. We have to survive. We have to survive with that. Thank you for the super chat. Ake, she says, I'm buzzing, happy with the win. I appreciate you, Glenn. Thank you very much. I'm over the moon, man. I'm over the moon. Would Nketiah get game time in Champions League? I don't know. I don't think so. I think in the Champions League, Jesus is the first option, and I think Havertz is the second option, and all of them have done well in the Champions League. Same with Martinelli and Saka. We've been scoring a lot of goals in the Champions League, so I think all those players are our first choices. But at this moment, just play. I'm not going to be complaining about Havertz starting or Nketiah starting. If you start, just do your thing. Because right now we didn't have any money to buy players. We have to depend on these guys, and it's not easy to compete with Man City and Liverpool for titles. So even up to now, I think they're doing really well. What a performance, Gunners forever, says Patrick. I'll come to the rest of your comments. Ray says Madrid fan. Yes, yeah, Madrid fan. I know you're from Everything Football. I appreciate it, bro. I know you're from Asia somewhere. I don't remember the specific country, but thank you. I know you, Ray. Don't worry. Just a confusion. Let's go to the player ratings. So Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1 player ratings. Let's start with David Raya. As I said, I think you should have done better with the Saliba thing, with where we scored an own goal. It should have been, I think you should have dealt better with that, Raya. You need to come for the ball. You're the goalkeeper. You need to come for the ball. He didn't come for the ball, unfortunately, and they ended up scoring in that situation. We ended up scoring for them in that situation. But in the second half, he actually did make 3 or 4 very good saves, a couple of them from McAllister and all that. And he was handling the corners and the free kicks very well, Raya. So apart from that mistake, I think he did well for the rest of the game. Unfortunate mistake because that could have ended up costing us, and you don't want that to be happening. So I am going to give David Raya. For the mistake, I'm going to have to remove a couple of points. So I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10. I wanted to give a 7, but you cost us the goal that I think that is a calamitous goal to concede. That is suicidal. You cannot concede a goal like that. I think that is one of the worst we've considered this season. One of the worst goals we've considered this season. I know we've made a mistake like every single goal that we've considered. We can go to Havertz against Man United, Zinchenko against Wolves, Saka against Fulham, like so many mistakes this season that you've given away, Rare against Lons or something. But today, after making the mistake, I think he did well after that. So 6 out of 10 for him. Zinchenko, he went off at halftime. I think he did okay in the first half, but he was only on for a few minutes. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I don't know why he went off. I hope it's not an injury. So 6 out of 10 for Zinchenko for today. The other fullback, Ben White, I think Ben White was great today. He picked, and as well after picking up a yellow card in the first 30 minutes of the game, he did very well to deal with Diaz and Jota having had a yellow card. It's not easy for the whole game. So Ben White, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Centre backs. Now Gabriel did score an own goal, but I think it was quite by mistake. It was very unfortunate. So he scored with his hand as well. I mean, I guess you can say he's a good person. He decided to give Liverpool a goal. Help your poor neighbors. Gabriel, good guy, decided to give them a goal. But for the rest of the game, he actually got at the end of a lot of headers on the other side. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Saliba, I'm going to blame him the same with Raya for that mistake, although I blame Raya a little bit more, but need to clear the ball. Just clear the ball. We're right next to a couple of seconds away from halftime. That game would have been 3-0, with that. Liverpool did nothing that game. So 6 out of 10 for Saliba as well. Midfield. Jorginho. I think this is the best signing we've ever made from Chelsea. The best signing. Forget Gallas, forget Willian, forget Czech. This is the best signing we've made from Chelsea. Jorginho for today, I am so serious. From what I watched in that game, I've not even taken a look at the stats. I'm going to do that right now. But before I even check the stats, I'm going to give Jorginho a 9 out of 10. I think he was freaking brilliant. I think he was very, very good today, Jorginho. As I said, not only in terms of defending, the controlling of the midfield, the passes. There's 4 or 5 passes. Like, there's one chance that Odegaard, right after halftime, Odegaard shot the ball and we got a corner. I think Konate blocked it or something. It was from a Jorginho pass to Havertz. Very good pass in between the lines. First half as well, there's another pass that chipped to Odegaard and Saka on that right side, and he almost scored from that as well. He was not dwelling on the ball. He was making quick passes, the tackles are great. Everyone picked up a yellow card today. Doesn't regularly start for us, and people usually complain when Jorginho starts. I think he did incredibly well. So I'm going. Let me see for myself what else he did in that game. I don't like looking at the stats because I can see SofaScore have given him a 7 out of 10. I think that says. He was involved in 9 duels, won half of them. 3 out of 4 aerial duels. Jorginho is not the tallest, but he did that as well. He made 4 interceptions in midfield. That is what you want to see, man. That's exactly what you want to see. He made 2 tackles as well, 2 clearances. Brilliant from Jorginho today. I do not have anything bad to say about that performance. He'd probably even be my man of the match. So 9 out of 10 for Jorginho. The guy next to him, again, Declan Rice. Did you see him today? The way he was just getting the ball and running with it past the Liverpool midfield like they were not there. He did that like 4 or 5 times. Absolutely amazing from Rice once again. And this is like the 6th game where we are playing against a top team where it's been incredible. I think against Man United, they gave him a 9 out of 10. Against Man City, he was brilliant. Against Chelsea away from home, he was brilliant. And in all those games as well, he ends up scoring goals and getting assists and getting interceptions that lead to goals. I think he was absolutely amazing today as well. Let me take a look at his stats as well. He picked up a yellow card at the end. I didn't really care who was picking yellow cards at the end. I just wanted them to foul. I was screaming, just foul them, don't let them pass, just foul them. And he did that. 86% accurate passes, 66 touches in the game. He made 2 key passes in the game, 4 to 5 long balls. He won half of his ground duels, 2 out of 3 aerial duels. He made 2 clearances, 4 tackles in midfield, 2 interceptions. Bro, I don't know where the hell, I know where the hell we got Rice from, but this as well has to be one of the best signings ever made at the Emirates, for sure. In terms of Arteta, I think this is the best signing we've made under Arteta. 100 million worth it. Like, I watch Chelsea regularly as well. Like today, did you see Chelsea today against Wolves? They have 2 100 million players playing in midfield, Caicedo and Enzo. Like, if you just compare them to Rice, nowhere near. Rice seems like he's a 300 million player and the other's like 10 million player. Rice, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Absolutely amazing today once again. It just feels so safe with him. Maybe that's the way to go forward, because for now we just need to forget Partey. Unfortunately, if he comes back, he comes back. If we see him in the lineup, great. But we just need to stop talking about, oh, when is he coming back? Forget about it. Let's focus on this too. Maybe this is the way to go forward for the next couple of months. Jorginho and Rice, because they're doing incredibly well every time they play together. Martin Odegaard. I think it's a good performance. I mean, he didn't get a goal return or anything like that, but he was shooting the ball today. He was not scared of shooting the ball, which I love to see. Every time he loves doing this to the fans. I love it. He was creating a couple of chances. If I'm not wrong, I think he created 2 or 3 good chances. That pass to Havertz in the first half. Basically, I say he didn't get a goal contribution, but we scored the first goal mainly because of him as well. That pass that he made to Havertz to put him through one-on-one, fantastic pass to him. He actually made 3 key passes. He created 2 big chances today. He had 2 shots blocked. He attempted 1 dribble today, and he made a couple of tackles in midfield as well. So Martin Odegaard, I think Jorginho and Rice were better today, but I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for today. I think it is a good performance. Let's go to the forward players. Bukayo Saka. We are starting to see the Saka that we know. I was complaining about Saka. People are complaining about him missing chances. I was mainly complaining about him not taking on the left back. We are used to seeing Saka, going past the left back constantly throughout the game. These days, he gets the ball and passes it, or he comes inside and tries to shoot the ball across the ball. His numbers are still there, despite people saying Saka's not been good this season. Double figures in terms of goals, double figures in terms of assists. He always scores somehow. Very good. He got himself into a good position today, and I think he did very, very well. Energy. He was coming back to defend. That is what you want to see. I'm going to give Bukayo Saka an 8 out of 10 for today. Good finish as well. He could have easily put it where the defender was. So I'm going to give Saka an 8 out of 10 for today. Fantastic performance. Hopefully he's not injured, and love it, man. He always gives the defenders a tough time, especially recently. Martinelli. This guy is an absolute beast as well, man. Even if he didn't score today, the energy and the work rate, I'll never forget. I think that deserved a goal. When Martinelli ran from one side to one side, I just remembered Raya actually gave him that pass, another very good pass from Raya. He ran absolutely crazy pass to Konate, and he actually put in a good cross with his left foot. He didn't just run all that way and do nothing. He actually crossed the ball. I've also forgot to mention that Saka missed that chance. It was a very, very good chance. But I think Martinelli was absolutely amazing today as well, and he ended up scoring a goal too. And that was also from his hard work, just giving Van Dijk and Alisson things to think about. And he scored from his only shot on target today. I think he created a chance. He made a tackle in midfield as well. He was fouled once, got us a free kick. He made 3 crosses today. I was thinking 9, but I'm going to stick with the 8. I think Jorginho stood out for me next to Rice as well. So I'm going to give Martinelli an 8 out of 10. But if I was giving halves, I would have given him like 8.5 or something like that. I think both of them were really, really good. Saka and Martinelli, 8 out of 10 for him. Havertz up front. This is always going to be a hard one to rate. As I said, the only problem I have with Havertz today was missing that chance. That's the only thing. The rest of it, the run that he made for that goal, making Konate get the red card, he was bullying him most of the game, 3-4 times. The energy, I loved his control. He was actually controlling a lot of long balls from Ray and Ben White. He's actually controlling them and handling them well. And maybe he should have had a penalty. I forgot to talk about that as well. Let me know, do you think we should have had a penalty in terms of that? I felt like it was a bit soft, but sometimes it might get given. I didn't really complain about it because Liverpool should have had a penalty as well when he played them at Anfield. So I didn't really complain about that. But the rest of the game, I think Havertz did very, very well. He did very, very well. He gave them a headache. He did not ghost today, as people usually say. He did not ghost today. Let me take a look at his stats. Maybe I'm going crazy. He had 2 shots on target. 85% accurate passes. In terms of duels, I mean, he lost more than he won. Aerial duels, okay, the aerial duels is crazy. I didn't know that. He was involved in 12 duels and he won only 2. That is a bit crazy because I usually expect Havertz to win more headers. That is a little bit crazy. I didn't know that. Let's see, made 3 clearances, which is good in terms of clearing the corners and stuff like that. But from what I watched combined with that, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Very good run and all that, 7 out of 10. I mean, I think he was better than what he was against Liverpool last time. So 7 out of 10. Bench players who came on fast. Kivio came on fast as I hit the mic, so if it made noise. I'm going to give Kivio a 7 out of 10. As someone said earlier in the chat, he was actually doing well. He was clearing the ball when he needed to clear. He was not messing up. He's not messing about. He was actually running forward. He could have had a goal as well. I think he did well. There's a couple of times I saw him giving away the ball, but I know he's not Zinchenko in terms of technique and quality, in terms of creating chances and passing the ball. He also ended up picking up a yellow card for a good foul on Jota. That's what you need to do. You foul them way far away from the goal. And did he get an assist? Right? I think he's the one who passed the ball to Trossard. Oh yeah, he got an assist as well. I'm going. You know what? I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 because he also got an assist. 8 out of 10 for Kivio, which is crazy. For a sub, that is crazy. 45 minutes, 8 out of 10. I think he did well. He got the assist for Trossard, although, let's be honest, it was mostly Trossard's work. But hey, it still counts as an assist. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Brilliant performance in the second half. I can see he made 3 tackles, 1 interception, 2 clearances. Yeah, 1 assist as well. Ground duels. He was involved in 3 duels. He won all 3 of them. Fantastic. 83% accurate passes. He had a shot on target as well. He actually had a shot and created a chance as well. So not bad at all. 8 out of 10 for Kivio. Trossard was the second one to come on, right? Trossard, again, could he really do anything else? He did what he needed to do. That was a fantastic goal, man. I need to watch it again. The way he passed those players on that right side, absolutely fantastic. I was tempted to give him an 8, but he wasn't on for too long, so I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for today. Trossard, fantastic. I absolutely love him, man. This is, again, in terms of bargains, this is one of the best signings. You know what? We signed these 3, actually, the 3-4 players that have impressed me more today, the most, I just remembered we signed them in the same transfer window. Trossard last January, fantastic today. Kivio last January as well, right? Fantastic today. Jorginho last January, fantastic today. So we wanted Vlahovic, we wanted all those guys, but the 3 players that we got on a cheap, fantastic. That's why I'm always saying, you're great to get Osimhen and Tony. I'll be absolutely buzzing. But if you can't get them, you don't really have to get those players. Look at Trossard, 20 million. Look at him today. Jorginho, how much did we get Jorginho for? Was it like 12 million or something like that? Fantastic. He was our best player today. Yes, sometimes you need to pay like we did for Rice because he was absolutely fantastic today as well. But look at Martinelli, one of our best players today as well. How much did he cost? Basically almost nothing. So you can get gems here and there. You can get players who are experienced in their teams. And I think those buys were great because we had a very young team and we added the experience of Trossard, added the experience of Jorginho as well. I think those were good buys. So 7 out of 10 for good buys, not like goodbye, no, good buys. So Trossard, 7 out of 10 for today. Fantastic finish. Nelson came on for Saka. I could see Nelson, he was trying to run, give the left back a hard time in terms of running and pushing them back as they were trying to get this other side to score. 6 out of 10 for Nelson. Did anyone else come on? I think we made 3 subs only, right? Did we make any others later on? I was celebrating. I can't lie to you. No, I think we only made 3 subs, correct? Yeah, we only made 3 subs today. Obviously, Smith Rowe didn't come on, Ketty didn't come on, but everyone will get a chance. Listen, Smith Rowe started last game, Ketty came on. Next time the other player starts, this other player starts. So Mikel Arteta for today, he was over the moon. Did you see the way you're celebrating? I cannot blame him, man, because I was hearing a lot of Arsenal cannot beat Liverpool, 4-1 to Liverpool. Arsenal are not in the title race. Arsenal have never been in the title race. I'm like, what? So I thought for today, I mean, Liverpool did not have a chance today really to even like punish us. Like I never felt like they were going to score 1 or 2 or 3 goals in this game. We gave them a goal. I think the subs, I don't know why Zinchenko went off, but for whatever reason, Kivio came on and he was one of our best players as well. Trossard came on, great sub because they ended up scoring. I'm not sure I would have taken off Martinelli. I kind of wanted Martinelli to stay on. But that is a hard one because I also didn't want Havertz to go off. He was giving Konate and Van Dijk a hard time, and he ended up getting sent off at the end of the game. So it was a tough one. Unless you remove Jorginho, you can't as well. So unless you remove Rice in that position, in a bait position, you can't really do it. So Martinelli is the only one you can't really take off unless you take off Saka on that other side. So I understand that. But picking up the win against Liverpool, the subs, all 3 of them worked. Starting Jorginho, Masterclass. Jorginho, the Masterclass today. I think I've said that 20 times already today. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Big win. Big win. There's a time, guys. Remember, even you don't even have to go that far back. Even if you go back to 2017, Liverpool used to thump us home and away. 4 goals at their place. They come to our place 3-0. We go to Man City 5-1. They come to our place 3-0. We go to Chelsea 2-0. Diego Costa scores. They come to our place. Lukaku scores 2-1. Game over. You know, we never used to beat these big teams. Now, over the last 12 months, we've been able to beat Man City twice. We've been able to beat Liverpool twice. We've been able to beat Tottenham away from home, beat Newcastle. We've been able to beat Chelsea at their place. We picked up a late point at their place this season. We've been able to go to Aston Villa last year and win. Beating all these teams is not easy. And I'm looking at the Arsenal fixtures right now. Burnley, West Ham, Burnley, Newcastle, Sheffield. Can we make it 5 wins in a row, 6 wins in a row? Come on, guys. So Arteta gets a 9 out of 10. Fantastic. I'm absolutely buzzing with this win, man. That's a big win. They would have been 8 points ahead of us, man. There's still a lot of comments. Let me get through them. So let me know your man of the match was. Timothy says, congratulations to us. Ghana says, I'll be happy when we beat West Ham, I guess is what you say. I'm really buzzing to win against Liverpool, says Zimba. I think I read those ones earlier. Arteta was all over the place with joy, says okay. Trust the process is working very well, says Ray. I'm one person that I've always trusted it. There's a time I felt a little bit crazy because I've never said Arteta out not once. If you even go back 3 years ago, we were losing badly, man. There's a time we lost like out of 10 games, we won 1. But it was like, come on. Sometimes it felt like I was just lying to myself. But I was like, come on, it's going to work surely. Now, we still haven't won anything. That is the truth. So we still need to try and win. And the minimum is to compete. That's what I want to do. At least compete until the end of the season. Let's not like drop off to 4th or 5th or anything like that. That's what I want to see. And then Champions League, let's see what is going to happen. Let's just pray and see what is going to happen. You beat FC Porto. You never know. You could get PSV in the next round again, or you get Dortmund, and then, you might face Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. You never know. You might come down to facing Man City. Who knows? We just need to also have luck in terms of the draw. Obviously, don't want to face Bayern quarterfinal, Madrid semi-final, Man City final. That's almost impossible. You also want to be lucky a bit. But hey, bring on whoever. J20 was super, absolutely, Frank. Ray says from India, love Brosi on everything football very soon. Champions League is back soon. Why is Arteta not giving academy players since he joined Arsenal, says Bright. I think this is a conversation for another day. That is not what is bothering me right now. As long as the players who are playing it's working out. But I get you. Obviously, I can see Liverpool have Bradley. I can see United have Maynard and all those guys. It would be great to have 1 or 2 youngsters emerging in the team. Some games I don't agree with people saying bring on a youngster, and I'm like, no, not this game. Some games like PSV away, yes, you should have brought in a couple of youngsters. I'm 50-50 with that. Sometimes I feel like, yes, they should give those players chances, but sometimes I think people are pushing it too much. Now that Arsenal is winning games, people don't have anything to complain about. They're like, okay, what else can we complain about? Youngsters. Arteta is not playing youngsters. We won. We just beat Liverpool. I don't think that's something to talk about right now. We feasted on Liverpool tonight. I stand with you, Glenn. You're doing well. Appreciate it. Ofulwe. Please subscribe and smash the like button, as Ake says. I appreciate. Can we get to 100 likes on YouTube and also Facebook? I'll be absolutely amazed with that. On Chelsea, and Chelsea's crazy, man. I'm really enjoying every second of Chelsea losing, by the way. Congratulations, Ghana, says Chidi. The guy from Chelsea is my man of the match. The guy from Chelsea. That's a little bit disrespectful, right? Jorginho. Oh, are you talking about Harvard? Who knows? Best game this season, says Lee. My best game this is, I agree with you. This is going straight to number one. Before that, my bet in terms of results, I would put Man City there and Man United, those games that we won. But in terms of performances, I think our best performances have come in the Champions League against Lens and against PSV at home. Those games are really good. And also Sevilla away from home. Those are really good performances. In the league, I know we beat Burnley by a lot of goals. We beat, not Burnley, Sheffield by a lot of goals, Crystal Palace and all that. But I wouldn't include those in my top 3 performances. I think it has to be those big teams. I think it has to be Liverpool, Man City. Beating those 2 teams, you need to win your home games. That is what you need to do. And that is what we've done. Even Champions League, same applies. Go to FC Porto, try and get a goal or 2. I know they'll probably score. Just try and keep them out. We have a good defense, unless we give them goals, as we always do. But if they come to our place after in the second leg, beat them. I'm just happy, I swear, says Ayobami, because I need to left out football house after first half. Buzzing, man. I would like to know why Arteta keeps benching Jorginho. I guess in games where we need to, this is a tough game. Like this game, Man City, those guys need Rice and someone else. So whether it's Rice and Jorginho, it's Rice and El Neni, whoever. The games against Sheffield and those guys, I guess he wants another attacker. I don't mind, because also Jorginho playing, it means Smith Rowe or Trossard on the bench. If you put Jorginho on the bench and you start Rice there, it allows you to have Trossard, Martinelli, all of them on the pitch at the same time. I don't mind. I guess it's for me, it's something to do with for me personally, I agree with it. You go game by game. Next week you're playing against West Ham away. I want Jorginho to start again next to Rice and Odegaard as well. I don't mind if Trossard starts in that game at all. The next game against Burnley, I don't want Jorginho in that game. Or you can even rest Rice and play Jorginho in the midfield. I have no problem with that. And then you play Odegaard and someone else. I don't mind it, because those particular games, I want Smith and Trossard on the pitch. But I hear you. I think he's been one of our best players every time he's played, Rogers. In this kind of game, before did you, I guess he's answering the guy who said we're not playing youngsters. So Fulai says, in this kind of game, before did you know Ethan Nwaneri and Dewberry? Yes, by the way, with that as well, Arteta has the record of playing the youngest player, Nwaneri, at 15. Let's leave him to his plans. Which of them deserves being thrown in after a woeful performance in the Youth Champions League? Yeah, there's that as well. Maybe they're not that good, as Ofulwe says. I believe they're good youngsters there. I do agree that Smith Rowe and Saka did save his job and all that. It doesn't really bother me at this moment. Maybe they're the PSV game only. But then again, I don't know. We just beat Liverpool. I don't think it's a good time to be talking about why Arteta doesn't play youngsters. We'll talk about that in a different day, but I do agree with you fully. Congratulations, Ghana, says Princess. We need to beat West Ham as well. That's the team that I really want to beat, Mary. That's the team that really annoys me. That somehow they always beat us. They made us pay 100 million for Rice, which was a bargain. Maybe you still need to add them a bit more money. I'm happy that we won. Did you see Giroud? I saw Giroud. I also saw Theo Walcott today. And I saw Van Persie watching the Man United game. That guy. Giroud is a bigger legend at Arsenal than Van Persie. Giroud somehow came to watch Arsenal. I don't know if he was supporting Arsenal. I think I watched him yesterday and he scored, if I'm not wrong. I would like to know why. Wow, Rogers said it a second time. A very good performance. That's also a good performance from Kai Havertz. So yes, big win for us. Absolutely celebrate this win. We deserve this win, absolutely. Everything about this game was great. The fact that they did not believe in us, they thought we were going to lose heavily. Big game. And usually Arsenal falter in this kind of situation. Usually when we hear that we have a very big game, we end up drawing, especially at the end of last season. Big game against West Ham, we 3 away a 2 goal lead. Big game against Liverpool, 3 away a 2 goal lead. Big game against Brighton, we lost 3-0 at home. Big game against Nottingham, we lost the game, meaning Man City won the title. We are now putting performances in this kind of games, and I'm absolutely buzzing with that. And I think it's time to look at the table. Let me look at the table. Let's see. I'm going to bring it up on screen. Let's remove this. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. I'm sweating like crazy until now, man. Last no. I was fuming. You should have seen me at halftime. I was so disgusted that we gave them a goal, but I was hoping that in the second half we'd make things correct. Oh, this table looks so nice now. Look at this table. Let's do this. All of a sudden, it looks so nice now. Let's see. Let's put it here. Now we are second on the table. Let's see. Liverpool are on 51. Look at that. Liverpool L. They are so used to W's, I know something else people will complain about. Man City have scored more goals than us. Liverpool, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Newcastle. Just keep on winning and keep on keeping clean sheets. Now we have the same goal in terms of goals conceded. We have the same as Liverpool. So the two of us are best records. Two best defensive records in the league. So that's a good one against Liverpool. It's not easy to compete with Liverpool and Man City, you guys. These guys were reaching 99 points, 100 points, Guardiola and Klopp. But remember, this is Arteta's first job. So competing with Guardiola and Klopp, just imagine if he actually won the league and competing with Klopp and Guardiola. It would be scenes. So that's a good place to be. We've now won 3 games in a row. As Tactical said, Ali, imagine you'd have beaten Fulham or West Ham, and the West Ham one especially. We played so well in that game. Man City against Brentford tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Obviously, right now, we just have to expect Man City to win every single game. We just need to keep on winning yours until the time we face them and do it ourselves. But it's also great knowing that we are increasing the gap between us and Tottenham and Man City. Both of them, Tottenham drew yesterday. We won. We've added the points between us and them, 5 points ahead of them now. So, yeah, and Man City also have a game in hand. So if Man City win both their games in hand right now, both of them are against Brentford somehow, they're going to go to 52. So we are still going to need Man City to drop points to win the title. We still have a game against them. But I'm so glad that you're not going to play Liverpool again. Absolutely hate playing against Liverpool. Every time I see Jota with the ball and Trent, I get so nervous. I'm so happy you don't have to play them again. And where are Chelsea? We can't even see Chelsea here. Bloody hell. We have to scroll. Look at Chelsea. Shame on you. Number 11, 31 points. Proper Chelsea, huh? Proper Chelsea. Up the Blues. We focus on the top of the table, though. We also want to make sure that we are definitely going to be in the Champions League. So a couple of more wins, keep on extending the gap between us and Tottenham and Man United and those guys. And let's see what happens. So I'm going to bed with joy, says Mabeku. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Mabeku. Yeah. Kuto says Saka has to get enough rest to maintain his fitness. Against West Ham, I'd play him, but against Burnley, maybe you can start like a Nelson. Stansler says don't play Matsa for Jorginho. We use for tactical areas only, and he actually does very well in those kind of games. Now, where we are going to really use Jorginho more, Champions League. Now, Champions League, Jorginho has to start. So Champions League, you start Jorginho and Rice together, because in terms of controlling, especially those games away at FC Port and those kind of teams, Jorginho is the only player in our team next to Havertz that have won the Champions League. They are the ones who have that experience. So that is why they also kind of need to play in those kind of games. But the table looks nice. Let me take a look at next week's games. I know we are playing West Ham. I know we are playing them on, is it Sunday? We have a 1 week break. Can we go to Dubai again? Every time we go to Dubai, we just keep on ringing. Can we go to Dubai again for 4 days and then we come back? So let's take a look at next week's fixtures. But I'm happy you're done with Liverpool. We played them so many times the last few weeks. And now it gives me more joy knowing that we've played Liverpool 3 times. And the game in the FA Cup, we absolutely dominated them and he scored for them as well in that game. Today, we dominated them as well, especially in the first spells in the game. Liverpool didn't do anything really. We gave them a goal as well. We scored for them as well. In the game against them at Anfield, they didn't really destroy us as people expected. So we are playing on Sunday next week against West Ham. Man City will play against Everton. So if Man City win tomorrow and win that Everton game, I expect them to win. So yeah, let's just keep on winning this game. I made a very brave prediction at the beginning of the season. I said Arsenal are going to win the Premier League, and I also said if Arsenal don't win the Premier League, it is Man City who are winning. That's not so brave. Basically, I said it like this: if Arsenal finish ahead of Man City, we are going to win the Premier League. That is what I said. Those are the exact words I said. If Arsenal finish above Man City, we are winning the league. Now, I didn't anticipate Liverpool to be that high, but I'm going to stick with my prediction. If we finish ahead of Man City, we're going to win the league. A little bit stupid to underestimate Liverpool, but I'm hoping that they kind of drop off and we keep on winning. Next week, they have Burnley. They're not going to drop off there. Expect them to win. So, yeah, before we play next, I'm expecting Man City to have 2 wins and Liverpool to have a win. So, it's going to be more pressure against West Ham again because Liverpool will have played on that Saturday and Man City will have played twice before that. So we'll need to win our game against West Ham. And it will be pressure. But after that, we are going to play Burnley as well the next week. And then FC Porto Champions League. And then our next home game will be Newcastle at home. And then after Newcastle, we are going to play against Sheffield. That is a game we need to score goals. Everyone scores 5-6 goals there. And then Brentford. These are not bad fixtures, Brentford, Chelsea, come on. And then Man City in March. So those games, this is pretty much what needs to happen between now and the time you play Man City in March. We have to win every single game. We have to beat West Ham next week. We have to beat Burnley after that. We have to beat Newcastle after that. We have to beat, Sheffield after that. And we have to beat Brentford and Chelsea after that. Chelsea and Brentford will be at home. Sheffield will be away. Newcastle will be at home. So I'm glad that the Newcastle game is at home. We have to win all those games and then go into that Man City game having won 8-9 games in a row. That is how Liverpool won the title. That is how Man City have been winning titles. You have to win a lot of games in a row. We have to do that from now on. We can't drop points at all. And great way to start that, beating Crystal Palace, 5 goals, putting 2 past Nottingham and 3 past Liverpool. 10 goals in the last 3 games. Not bad for a team who don't really score that many goals. That's great. Jesus and Partey should be sold, says Bashim. I don't agree Jesus being sold. I wouldn't sell Jesus. I wouldn't play him every single day, but I'd definitely keep him in the team next season. Remember, Bashim, like the game against Nottingham? It's Jesus who made us win that game. So if you just take him out of the team, I think it gives us a lot. But you have to have another option there because you can't depend on him. That one I agree with. But selling, I wouldn't sell Jesus. Partey, we'll need to have a conversation about that because there's also a difference. I think he's turning 31 and all that. So, and Jesus has been playing. Partey has not played at all. So Jesus has still played. Like Jesus is one of the reasons why we've been scoring that many goals in the Champions League. He's been our best player in the Champions League. But on the other side, Partey has not really played in the Champions League game at all for us. So, but that's a conversation for a different day. For now, just hope they recover as soon as possible. Let's take a couple more. Sadiq is happy. Jorginho Rice midfield is going to take Premier League by storm, says Eric Partey. I also think Chris Nelson needs some games. He is good and promising. He's waiting to happen if given a run of games. Now, all these games coming up, I think we have opportunities to rest Saka and play Nelson, opportunities to rotate Martinelli and Trossard, opportunities to play Jorginho Rice, opportunities to give Smith Rowe more game time. Nketiah is an Arsenal player, by the way. I know some people would say Nketiah, no. He also has to play some games as well. You can't play Jesus every day. Also, Nketiah has to play a few games here and there. And people say Nketiah only scores against small teams. Well, this time we play against Sheffield. Play him. He scored a hat-trick last time. Play him in that game. Get him another hat-trick. I'll be happy with the 3 points and the goals in that game. But hey, we've just beaten Liverpool 3-1. 3-1 against Liverpool. Their first real loss this season. Fantastic win, guys, man. We'll talk about this more tomorrow. I really appreciate it. Let me know who your man of the match was. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, jump on YouTube in a couple of minutes and vote for your man of the match. If you're watching on YouTube, check the community tab in a couple of minutes and vote for your man of the match. Last comment, Arteta is a genius, says Omedim. I absolutely agree. Thank you for watching and catch up with you on the next one.